Good morning and welcome to another edition of Scuttlebutt. My name is David Flynn, and today I'm here with our fellow veteran Daryl Hensley to talk about the disabled American veterans. Good morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Dave. How are you doing today?
Doing real well, and I really want to appreciate, I know that you came in here before, but today we want to talk more in depth about the DAV and what they are here in Du Bois County and how to be involved.
Well, the DAV has been in Du Bois County for 77 years. We just received our 77-year plaque from the DAV national headquarters. We meet up at the VFW Hall the second Thursday of every month, and except for June. And our meeting's at 6:30 in the evening, and we go until we finish. We have a little snack because our meetings run about an hour and a half long.
Great. So with the DAV, obviously it's a veterans organization, but who can belong to the DAV, and do you have to be disabled?
Well, the DAV is, again, another veteran service organization with a different focus. Our focus is on returning benefits to those that have served our country. You do not have to have a service-connected disability. You just have had to have been injured during your time in service, and you had to have been discharged with something other than dishonorable. So if you had a medical discharge or general discharge, you're eligible to join. It's about $325 a year for a lifetime membership, I'm sorry. And right now the state is paying $40 of that to reduce your lifetime membership costs.
That's great. How many current members does the chapter here have?
Well, our chapter here encompasses about 8 counties around us, just like Jasper is a hub, and the other counties are a spoke when it comes to commercial entities. It's also that same way with the DAV. We have about 379 members in all the surrounding counties.
I know the last meeting I was able to go to, we had a special guest, and they were talking about expanding some state services. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, what they want to do is they want to open a PTSD group here in southern Indiana. They're looking to basically determine whether we have the right fit for that. There is a limited revenue that came from the Department of Indiana Veteran Affairs, and so we're hoping that they come back to us and say, hey, you're one of the rural locations we'd like to outfit. But because the money is limited, we just can't they can't hit every county. So we're hoping that we make the cut.
I know on that and services provided, and being that you cover a greater area than just Du Bois County, all the veterans organizations from any of these counties can contact you or other DAV chapters and work with either their service officer or other members, correct?
That's correct. I mean, I'm not limited by geographics. I've helped people in Pennsylvania, Virginia, Montana, Hawaii get their benefits. So we're not limited by geography, where in some instances the county might say, well, listen, the funding's coming from the county. We want it just for county people only. We go outside of that, but we do appreciate and we love our county service office here. They do a great job, a tremendous job. We talked about that a little earlier about the numbers they're putting up are phenomenal numbers here in Indiana and in Du Bois County. They've grown tremendously since 2019, and a lot of that has to do with the current team that's there.
Well, with that, and I know we've spoken on other episodes of Scuttlebutt about per capita, and not just Du Bois County, but Southern Indiana, with the number of veterans or veterans' families that could qualify for different benefits through the VA.
There's a whole host of benefits. Now, generally, the service offices deal with veterans who are looking for service connection for an injury or a disability that they may have received while they're in the service. But they're also capable of getting veterans pensions for those that are in financial distress. We also have widows or survivors pensions for those that are in financial stress. We also have what's known as dependency and indemnity compensation for the widows or the spouses of a service member who died from a service-connected disability. There's just a host of other things that the DAV works on. We work on educational benefits, mortgages, the whole gambit of benefits. That's what the DAV focuses on. Our charter is limited to that. I'm an American Legion member, a proud member of the American Legion here in Du Bois County and in Jasper, and they have a lot of great things that they do to reach out to our veterans that are very positive and needed. And but our focus is just on providing benefits to them and their families and their loved ones.
That's a good point, because I myself am a member of a number of the organizations here in Du Bois County, both locally, state, and national. And a lot of times when you hear veterans talk, they think that, oh, if I'm a member of this organization, I can't be or I shouldn't be a member of another one. I think we can, do away with that thought process, because again, numbers and strength and knowledge that all the members bring, that's our power as veterans.
Yeah, I mean, we need to leverage the concept of team when they're doing this. Our people focus on a certain aspect of benefits. The American Legion and focuses on a great deal on veteran morale, which is extremely important. Helping them to continue to maintain those relationships that they had when they served. It's important. Their buddy system is an outstanding program that they have. I stay in contact with people that I work with during the week, calling them just to say hello. And the buddy system at the American Legion Riders, Marine Corps League, all these guys bring great benefits to the county.
Well, that's a good point, and it is a team effort. And I know we're working with the current president, Brian Wiggin, and the Du Bois County Veteran Council, as well as Susan Bramlett, our Du Bois County Veteran Service Officer. The other thing is, and you spoke about it briefly at the start, is we're looking at the type of impact this has, not just for the veterans, but for the community and the businesses and the functionality of all the cities and towns in Du Bois County and in the southern Indiana area.
Well, as I mentioned to you earlier, in 2019, we were bringing in about $7.7 million worth of compensation from the VA into the county. And at the end of 2023, we had grown it to $13.1 million. That's a nice number to have. Sometimes the score is determined by the number, and our county service office has led a great charge in getting that number up there. All of our other veteran service offices have done their part as well. And as a team, we've brought that compensation to the county, and that brings in a lot of revenue, creates a lot of jobs, pays a lot of taxes. So as a team, we're just not taking from the county, we're giving back.
Well, that's a key point. And I think something that with this show that Channel 18 helps us provide, and they do this for us in the radio stations and the newspapers and everybody who picks up this information, as well as the newsletter that we're going to start. We want to reach out and talk to more veterans. There's a number of veterans, and you may know somebody throughout the county or the local area that hasn't ever applied for anything, that is not a member of an organization, that hasn't registered at the courthouse with their DD 214 to even receive property tax benefits. There are so many things that veterans, it's not something that anybody's giving to you. It's something that you've earned by being a veteran and serving honorably for our country.
Well, I think you touched on a point when we talk about property taxes, but if you're a veteran with a service-connected disability, your children may also qualify for tuition assistance, of which all of their tuition at a state university can be paid. So there is a lot of benefits available that you've earned. Remember, when you served, you got behind your peers. They were able to get into the job place or the educational market, and then while you served, now you're getting caught up. And these benefits that we're receiving help us get caught up with our peers who maybe graduated from high school or graduated from college while we were serving our country in either combat or some other what do we call MOS?
In some other capacity. And that's a good point. And that will be a follow-on show about, scholarships and school and some of the benefits that you can benefit with your family right now that we'll cover at another time. So Steve, I appreciate you, or Daryl, I appreciate you being here with us today, and we look forward to another show.
Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for everything that you do in building awareness for veterans and their families to take advantage of these services that are available.
Great. That's it. See you next time on Scuttlebutt.